Hello everyone. Today I'll be sharing a cake recipe. No more cookies recipe for the time being. I've shared quite a few recently. I hope everyone had a good Chinese New Year celebration, and those who were on leave or on holiday had a blast too. I'll be sharing a cake recipe. This round is going to be the hot milk cake. It's very similar to butter cake, old style, old-fashioned grandmother style of butter cake, vanilla flavor. And why it's called hot milk cake is because we scald the milk and with the butter. So that's one of the steps that we need to prepare before mixing the batter. For the ingredients I've shared in the description box below. Let's start now. Okay, I'm going to sieve the dry ingredients. Flour, sieve to remove lumps. Baking powder. And salt. Okay. Then combine well. Okay, and set it aside. Okay, you have an option to use a baking dish like Pyrex, or a baking pan. Can be aluminium, can be non-stick pan like this. For this type, I'm going to lower down the temperature for baking because it absorbs heat better. So I'll explain later, and I also will explain or write in the description box later. I spray some canola oil. You can oil the inner of the pan using butter. It's up to you. Using a 9 x 13 inch rectangular baking pan or baking dish. It's the same if you're using aluminium or you're using non-stick pan or baking dish. Brush a thin layer of oil. Okay, like this, and set aside. Okay, I'm going to preheat the oven now. We'll be using just the top and bottom heat only mode, or you can call it conventional mode. I'll be baking at 170 degrees Celsius because I'm using the darker non-stick pan. I will list down the temperature, suggested temperature for the aluminium pan and also the normal lighter color baking pan or baking dish. Okay, I'm going to preheat it for 15 minutes. Okay, next will be eggs into the mixing bowl and all the sugar. Okay, this is Innofood KT 7600 stand mixer. It's a 7-liter stand mixer. So since I'm using this stand mixer to beat or to whisk 4 eggs only, I will be using the balloon whisk. Okay, speed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to whisk till light and fluffy. Okay, I'm just going to scrape the side of the bowl just to clean up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, as you can see, the color is getting lighter. Okay, I'm gonna give it a quick scrape. Right, clean the balloon base here. Okay, continue at speed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Takes about 5 minutes or so, you need to monitor. Okay, looking good. Look at this, light and creamy. All right. Give it a quick scrape. Make sure nothing is stuck at the bottom and at the side of the bowl. Okay, I'll come back shortly. Okay, now I'm going to switch the attachment from the balloon waist. You can use the silicone beater attachment or the flat beater, is up to you. But I choose to use the silicone beater because it will help to scrape the side of the bowl, so I don't have to scrape the bowl so often. So now get the sifted dry ingredients ready, vanilla extract and also the milk and butter which I've heated up. Okay, I'm going to add in the dry ingredients, divide into 3 batches. Okay. Okay, speed 1. Okay, speed 1, speed 2. Okay, then I'm going to alternate with the milk and butter mixture. I'm going to pour in half. Right? Just give it a quick mix at speed 1, 2. All right. Okay. Second batch of the dry ingredients. Speed 1. Speed 2. Okay, that's all. I want to mix as quickly as possible and not over mix the batter. Okay, pour in all the milk and butter mixture. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the balance of the sifted dry ingredients. And the vanilla extract. Okay, I'm going to give it a quick scrape here. Okay, continue mixing. Speed 1. Speed 2. This is going to be a quick one. Speed 3. Back to 2. 1. Off. Okay, I'm going to have a look. Okay, I'm going to give it a quick scrape. Quick mix like this. Make sure all incorporated well. Okay, looking good. That's all. Okay, I'll see everyone shortly. Okay, this is how the batter looks like. So I'm going to pour into the prepared baking pan. Okay. Okay, all into the baking pan or baking dish, and I'm going to give a few gentle tap to release a large trap air bubble. Okay, baking time next. I'll come back shortly. Okay, oven is ready. Middle rack in the center like this. Same top and bottom heat only mode. 170 degrees top and bottom. I will be baking this for 30 minutes, or skewer inserted in the center comes out clean. So it should be around 30 to 35 minutes depending. Okay, start. Okay, done. Smells so good. Look at this. I'm gonna just test. Comes out clean. 30 minutes, 170 degrees Celsius. I will list everything down in the description box. Okay, now I'm going to leave the cake to cool down for at least 30 minutes. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm not going to unmold. Okay, I'll see everyone later. The cake has cooled down completely. This is the way I like to serve it, because I don't like my dessert to be too sweet, so I don't add or pour in the creamer mixture or even toppings. Usually it's served with whipped cream toppings with some strawberries or citrus fruits depending on your preference. Some will wait for the cake to cool down slightly and use a fork to make holes on the surface. Then they pour in the milk and creamer, the creamer especially, and cover it. Let the cake absorb the creamer, which I usually skip because it's too sweet for me. Okay, so this is just nice. I'm going to slice the cake. Okay. I will actually write down the creamer and the toppings ingredients, list the ingredients so that you can consider to add that if you want. Like I said, this is good enough for me. Look at this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it here. And lightly dust with some icing sugar before serving. It's moist enough for me. It's good enough for me. So I prefer serving just like this. Look at this. Okay, so hot milk cake recipe done for today. So do try the recipe. If you have sweet tooth, you might want to increase the sugar amount. Add on another 20%. For me, this is good enough. So try this amount of sugar. If you find that you can, or you prefer it to be sweeter, add on as usual. Okay, so that's all for today. I'll see everyone very, very soon. Happy baking.